Hey guys, it's Celia at Paper Beats Rock Designs, and I am back with another scrapbooking video. Here I have a bunch of pictures, so I'm going to do another grid layout. I'm going to get a whole 5 pictures down on this layout, so I feel pretty good about that. These are pictures from a couple days after Halloween. My fiance had come back with literally all the swords from, I think it was like the Dollar General or the Family Dollar or something like that was around the corner from our house. So my son was stoked. So of course he and Dad geared them all up, and then I had to have a sword fight. So I'm scrapping about that. I have these Amy Tan cut-aparts right here. Cannot remember what collection they're from. They're little 3x3 squares that I cut down to be the same widths of the smaller pictures. And I'm just getting my grid situated. I also have this scrap paper from, let's see, I think it's the Cools of Cucumber collection by Jilliebean Soup. So I cut those down to the same width as the pictures as well. Excuse me. And now I have these chipboard pieces that have been in my stash for a really long time. They're by the Paper Studio. I picked those up at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just following with stars and phrases that are in my color scheme. I did that background a long time ago, actually, when the Distress Oxide inks first came out. I had picked myself up, I think about 6-8 colors, and just sat and played with a bunch of them and made so many backgrounds, and didn't use a lot of them, but they were so much fun to play with, and I didn't have a project at the time that I wanted to use them. These are more little punch-out die cuts from that Jilliebean Soup collection. Little stars. So now that I have everything situated, I wanted some kind of border, but I didn't want to put down more paper on there because I really like the background. I wanted as much of that to show because I do have a lot of stuff on the page. So I thought about going through with like a big marker, but again, I felt like that was gonna cover up too much of that cool ink. So I come through with a ruler and I mark where everything is, where the borders are between everything. And then I come back with some black thread. Yeah, it was very frustrating. I kept bumping things as I tried to mark where they were. But now that I have all that situated, come through the black thread and get just some messy lines down, and I really like the way that looks. I like having the long threads on the page as well. I did mess up and accidentally go, I don't know what marks I was looking at, but I made some extra lines, but they covered up pretty easily with the pictures and the little squares and rectangles and such. So now I'm popping everything back. Because I wanted the pictures to be higher up than everything else, but I did have those chipboard pieces on there. So when I do come through and glue everything, I end up putting up the pictures, and I didn't want to use a bunch of foam because I'm cheap. So I used just a couple scrap pieces of cardboard, actually, some thin cardboard, and I put that behind my pictures to give them a little bit of, just to stand out a little bit of depth on the picture. And I don't know how this really happened, but my phone starts sliding out of its little spot, so now we get a kind of bad angle now. I'm coming back with some stickers. Ooh, I cannot remember where those are from at all. I know I got them at Tuesday morning, but I don't know what collection. I counted in the picture 7 swords, but I feel like he had even more than that. There were swords all over the place all the time. I'm just filling in that little gap between that chipboard piece and the letters. And now I'm grabbing a gel pen, and it's one of the ones with like 3 or 4 different colors in there, and drawing some lines for journaling, and they came out pretty cool because they were like purple and blue at the same time. And I feel like they went with the distress oxide very well. So now that I have my journaling down, I came back with some tiny word stickers. I believe I got from scrapbooking.com, maybe? That sounds right. They had some really perfect phrases, so I put down our little warrior right there. He was constantly, they were constantly having sword fights after that for months, until they all started to break down and snap in half and hit each other, and they had a lot of fun. And the top one says play hard, Prince. So I was thinking of like a warrior prince. And down at the bottom where he's fighting his dad, I put daring moves. So there we go. There's the whole layout for you guys. A couple of close-ups. I hope you liked everything. And let me know when I can do a video with those distress oxides and do some backgrounds. There you go. Have an awesome day. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.